You think you know what you want. You go to work every day and you sit in traffic and you look at the clock and you tell yourself, if I can just make enough money to get out of here, if I can just retire early, my life will finally begin. I know you say that because I said it too. I'm 78 years old now, but when I was 50, I did it. I hit the magic number. I sold my share of the commercial real estate firm. I had millions in the bank. The house was paid off. The kids were out of college. I was 50 years old, and I never had to work another day in my life. I threw a massive party. We drank expensive champagne. I threw my ties in the trash. I won the American dream. I beat the game. And sitting here today, 28 years later, I can tell you with absolute certainty, it was the worst decision I ever made in my entire life. So, let me tell you what actually happens. Because they don't put this on the brochures for those financial planning companies. The first 6 months, oh, it was heaven. It was exactly what you think it is. I slept in. I played golf on Tuesdays. I took my wife to Italy for a month. But then the silence sets in. You wake up on a Tuesday morning, it's 9 a.m., and you realize nobody needs you. The world is spinning. People are out there building things, solving problems, fighting battles, and you are just existing. You're a ghost. I tried to find hobbies. I bought a boat. I tried to learn Spanish. But, hell, it's all just distraction. You're just killing time. And when you're 50 years old, you have a lot of damn time to kill. I'd call my old friends, the guys I used to go to war with in the boardroom. But they were busy, they were working. They didn't have time to hear about my golf swing. So you start to lose your identity. For 30 years I was William the director. I was the guy who fixed the problems. Suddenly I was just an old man in a nice house. You think you want leisure. You don't. A human being cannot survive on leisure. It rots you from the inside out. By the time I was 55, I was deeply, deeply depressed. I was drinking scotch at noon just to feel a little bit of warmth in the middle of the day. My wife, God bless her, she looked at me one afternoon and she said, "William, you're decaying." And she was right. See, the deception, the big lie they sell you, is that work is a punishment, that work is a prison you have to escape. But work, true work, is a load-bearing pillar of the human soul. When you remove the weight, the roof collapses. I had no weight on my shoulders anymore, no responsibilities, no one relying on me to put food on their table. Do you know how terrifying it is to wake up every single morning and realize that if you stayed in bed all day, absolutely nothing in the world would change? That is what early retirement is. It is paying millions of dollars to put yourself in solitary confinement. And now, I look at the world today, I look at you young people, I see these 25-year-olds on the internet, and all they talk about is FIRE, financial independence, retire early. They're eating rice and beans and day trading cryptocurrency so they can quit working by 30. It is a sickness, it really is. You are trying to sprint to the grave. You are trying to fast forward through the only part of life that actually matters. You think if you just get enough money, you can buy your way out of the human struggle. But the struggle is the only thing that keeps you alive. You don't want to do nothing for 50 years. Trust me, the human brain is not built to sit on a beach and drink margaritas. It is built to carry a load. It is built to serve. If you retire at 30, you are going to spend 50 years waiting to die. Listen to me. Please listen to an old man who made the mistake you are trying to make. Don't run away from work. If you hate your job, fine. Quit. Find a new one. Start a business. Build a farm. I don't care what you do. But do not retire from something. If you ever retire, you better make damn sure you have something to retire to. You need a purpose that is bigger than your bank account. You need people who rely on you. You need a reason to put your boots on in the morning. Because I bought the dream. I bought the endless vacation. And I would trade every single penny I have to go back to being 50 years old and have a real problem to solve. Find your load and carry it.